Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have a Surratt haul to share with you. I'm going to try on the items that I got in the demo today. And I've been wanting to try Surratt for quite some time. I've had my eye on their Dewdrop foundation for probably 6 months now at this point. But when I was serious about getting it to try, they were out of my shade. I was either a 4 or 5, maybe in between, but I'm sure I could make either 4 or 5 work. So I did manage to get shade 5 from Bloomingdale's. They are still out of stock as of the time I'm making this video. They're still out of stock on their main website, but this is still available at Bloomingdale's. So if you also want to try the foundation and we have a similar skin tone, I'm light to medium, you can find it on Bloomingdale's, which I will put a link below. In addition to the Dewdrop foundation, I did also get a lid lacquer. Boy, this lid lacquer. I talked about this for a few minutes on my haul video where I first talked about, this Surratt haul. But I remember seeing an Instagram post or an Instagram ad from Surratt on the lid lacquer, and it was also in the shade Hadaka, this nude shade here. And I remember thinking like, whoa, I really want that. Like, I really want to try that. I don't know. I think it's something to do with how I just know you can get a very editorial, glossy, glassy, shiny eye look with it. And I'm really into certain shades. Like, sometimes it's like the shade plus the combination of the product texture finish, like I'm really into, and it just grabs at me. So this was one of those items. It doesn't happen too often because I'm always looking at new makeup that's coming out, and I feel like when you're being exposed so often, you don't always, or I'm not always getting those moments where like, wow, like I haven't tried that before, I need it. So the lid lacquer is one of those items, and I really like how it looks on my lids. I think it's so beautiful and it's so sophisticated. You'll see when I put it on, and I feel like I can just even wear that by itself. I don't need, on a light makeup day, I don't need anything else to go on top to give me any definition or any kind of added texturing. I also wanted to try some of their eyeshadows. So I did get one. This is from their Artistique eyeshadow line, and I really don't know too much of their eyeshadows, the different eyeshadows that they have, to speak really intelligently about it. But I will say this is a powdered eyeshadow, and it was easy to work with, easy to apply on the lids. I did put it on top of the lid lacquer, and it was really easy to diffuse. And I feel like overall the look is pretty even, so not a whole lot of learning curve or difficulty there to get the products going. And then I also have the Lipslique, which is a sheer lip color lipstick. It really feels like a balm. I've had this on for 30 to 40 minutes now, and my lips feel really hydrated, and I just love the color I'm getting from it. This is Bonbon, and it's a light, bright pink. So pretty. So great for summer. Let's head on to the demo. I will share with you my final thoughts when we come back. So I have face primer, eye primer, and I've drawn in my brows. We're gonna first go in with the lid lacquer, and I'm going to add that all over the lid with a finger. Now, I'm very curious to see if the color, because it is a cream product, if it would crease, especially right along here, if it would crease in time throughout the day. I did put eye primer on, and that is the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow primer. And if it does, we'll see if it's easy to fix. I'll definitely update you guys in a separate video. But so far, I really like this kind of nude color. It just makes your eyes look more awake without appearing like you have a lot of eyeshadow on, which is really neat. And the product doesn't actually dry down to a powder, so I am really curious to see what's gonna happen throughout the day. Next, we're going to go in with the Artistic eyeshadow line. This is Chocolat Noir. It's kind of this smoky brown color. I think it's really pretty. We're just going to add that to this area here on the lid, and we might just smoke it out or diffuse it a little bit. Again, I'm not sure how it's going to look or how it's going to behave on top of this cream product. It may or may not work out. If it doesn't, we'll just correct it and start over again, but I'm hoping it'll just sit nicely on top. I think the shadow does adhere nicely on top of the cream product. When I go in and diffuse it out just a bit here, it might actually move the cream product quite a bit. We'll see. I think the way that it appears and the way that the product is being moved along with the cream shadow, it's okay. It's okay. And maybe the idea isn't really to put a powdered product on top of the cream. I don't know if it'll do anything to kind of set that cream product. I mean, right now I think the eyes look okay, but I just have a feeling working on it right now that that's not what you're supposed to do. Okay, we'll see. We'll see as we finish up the rest here. All right, for foundation, I do have the Dewdrop foundation here, and this is in the shade 5. We're going to just put some on top of this brush. It does have a dropper dispenser, and I've used it twice already, and I think it's a pretty good idea. It's a pretty cool idea. But it just, I mean, it stays pretty clean. You can just easily clean off the dropper, and then it just sits like this on your counter. So I think I used 4 drops just now, which is plenty. I do think I'm going to get a really good even medium coverage with that amount. And I want to come a little bit closer to let you guys see what this finish looks like. It's a dewy finish, but it still looks very skin-like, and I'm kind of impressed with the coverage. I was expecting a really light coverage, but I think using this foundation brush, I'm getting a good like medium coverage. And honestly, the redness that I have here, using some concealer on it before, I'm able to, for the most part, cover all that, make it look even, at least when you're looking at it from a distance. So really liking how this looks on my skin, and on the other occasions where I've tried this, I think it continues to look beautiful as the day goes on. Okay, then we're actually going to play with Natasha Denona's Bronze Cheek Face Glow palette today. I'm going to put some of that Bounce Cream Glow onto the cheeks. And then we're going to add some Bronze Cream Blush. I'm thinking this kind of color is going to complement the eyeshadow look that I have. Okay, now I'm going to set the makeup. Now I'm going to go into the Super Glow Nude and apply that as a cheek color. And I'm using the other side of the brush so that I'm not getting a bunch of pink on there. And then taking a different brush, we're going to add some Super Glow Bronze on top of the Super Glow Nude. For under the eyes, we're going to keep it very simple today, so we're not going to tight line, we're not going to add shadow and then diffuse it. I'm just going to curl my lashes and then put on some mascara. For lips, we're going to take the Lipslique in the color Bonbon. And it's actually a twist here. And it has just enough pigment to give you that light pink, but it is a sheer lipstick. This is the finished look. I really liked how this look turned out. This is something I would do again to wear out. Originally, it wasn't my intention to do an overall very glowy look, but all the products that I picked, that I put together has some sheen, has sparkles, has shine to it. So ultimately, I think no matter what I did, I was gonna get a glowing finish. The product that most stood out to me in an unexpected way is going to be the lid lacquer. The lid lacquer, along with the Dewdrop foundation, were probably the two products that I looked most forward to from this haul, but I didn't know what to expect from the lid lacquer in terms of, you know, will it dry down more and become more powdery, but it actually stays emollient. I'm not gonna go in and touch it again, but I actually did that after I applied it and as I was working the eyeshadow, this deeper shade here, onto the lid, I noticed that I was still moving the cream product, the lid lacquer, around. So I have a feeling if it stays like this, it will probably crease, but I'm interested to know that even if it did crease, is it easy to go in and kind of fix or blend again? I just know for now, I really, really like how it looks. When I applied it on, I was like, oh, I can just apply this lid lacquer and some mascara and go about my day. It would be a super easy eyeshadow look or a no makeup look that still comes off like sophisticated and pretty. So we'll see, I'll probably come back with another video. And as I was working with all the Surratt products, it kind of inspired me to maybe try like an 8-minute daily makeup challenge. I don't know if I could do it in 5, because I do like concealer and contour and all that stuff, but like maybe 8 minutes I could do it. I could do something like lid lacquer as my eyeshadow, and the Lipslique is basically a lipstick. You get a good amount of color from it and it makes your lips look beautiful and put together. So all that's left is some mascara. We'll use the Dewdrop foundation, maybe perhaps a powdered blush rather than this kind of Natasha Denona glow system, which does take a little bit more time to put together and complete. But yeah, I might actually do like a 6 to 8 minute daily makeup challenge using these Surratt products. And my biggest takeaway from using these 4 Surratt beauty products today is the amount of effort or the learning curve that it takes to get used to these products. It's just like nothing at all. If you have some experience applying a cream product onto your lids, and you can apply lip balm on your lips, you can work in foundation, what you get is probably going to be a pretty beautiful and sophisticated look. That keeps coming back to me when I think about like, how am I going to describe my experience with Surratt? So I think the design of this Dewdrop foundation is pretty innovative, being that it's a dropper. I can't recall any other foundations that has a dropper like this one. It just makes things kind of simple. You don't have to put it on the back of your hand if you don't want to. And then for the Lipslique, also exceeded my expectations in how much pigment you get. You can really think of it as like a glossy light lipstick even. So they have a couple of different colors here. I might pick up another one. So far, very comfortable to wear and not really noticeable. It's like a lip balm. It's like a lip balm with a really pretty color to it. And then with the Artistique eyeshadow that I use, that's the deeper shade here. This was very easy to apply. It's very, very pigmented. I'll just do a quick swatch here for you guys. That's what you kind of expect from a high-end brand. Very easy to work with and just kind of beautiful. You could probably wear this by itself and just blend it out and diffuse. So yeah, so far feeling really good about my makeup today and these 4 Surratt products that I tried. Let me know if you guys like Surratt products, anything that you would recommend from his line. I'm interested in trying some of the other lipsticks and also maybe more eyeshadows and maybe even another lid lacquer. We'll see how this looks in a couple of hours and I'll update you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.